Although Atlantis is often thought of as a Greek civilization, there were many anthropologists who believed that Atlantis actually was derived from the Minoan civilization. Judging by their architecture, I think their guess was right.
It don't look Greek.
I hate to make aesthetic criticisms in other people's homes, but this rug looks like a beaver exploded.
Charming.
This looks like it should be on Shatner's head. Or it could have been on Ernest Borgnine's back.
Be nice, Arthur.
Nice flat puppy.
Where is it? It's somewhere around here. Having some pixel hunts.
No real animals were harmed to create this computer-generated rug.
A map? Ooh. Some sort of secret passage.
These are interesting schematics. They seem to be detailing some hidden passageway.
We have a winch, possibly the base of the windmill, which opens a trapdoor connected to a pulley. And that leads... God knows where. But we're not going to hang on to that, are we?
If meat is murder, then that rug is at least a severe beating.
Can you just shut the fuck up about the rug, Arthur? We heard you the first time, really. Alright.
You can't change your chameleon guise directly in front of someone.
I don't want to, I just want to see what the chameleon disguise is. Can I pick up the rope? I cannot. So I assume there's a trapdoor nearby. If we wind the windmill, that's going to open the trapdoor. How do I get up there?
Ah, an Archimedes screw. Of course, Archimedes won't even be a glimmer in old Ma Archimedes' eye for a few hundred years or so. Whoever beat him to the punch here should have gotten a patent. That's how people get screwed in this business.
Relevance? I don't see a way to proceed here. I can talk to him, I can't get past him. I can move over here towards the screw, but I can't get past. Okay, let's have a chat.
Looks like a nasty weather.
He's saying the same thing as the beggar. This is a code phrase of some sort.
Well, if you insist.
Storms can appear from nowhere this time of year.
Yeah.
Well, when in Atlantis, do as the Atlanteans do, I suppose. And just for kicks, I'll add looks like nasty weather to your dialogue repertoire as a greeting.
Okay, there we go. There's clearly a code phrase here. We need to give the correct response, and something's going to happen.
Gage, he said it looks like nasty weather too. Unless the neighborhood calls the same psychic weather advisor, something definitely smells fishy in Atlantis. And it's not the tide.
Still looks like nasty weather.
He's really trying.
Why does everyone keep saying that?
No, don't say that, Arthur.
Nice enough to me.
Perhaps, but the windmill keeper must be prepared for the worst.
I assume it's to separate the true Atlanteans from the adopted Atlanteans. We have the windmill keeper disguise. Can I approach you as the beggar? Surely not.
Padros, why have you come? You're supposed to send Ahmed. Quickly leave before you're seen.
Yeah. The beggar's name is Padros. We're supposed to send Ahmed. I don't know who Ahmed is.
You're not going to find any business here, Kashi. You should go back to your ferry.
Okay, so we need to speak to him as the captain once we have figured out the code phrase. And it seems to me that the beggar has the code phrase. That works because his back is turned.
Ah, where would you like to go?
Let's go back to the dock.
The dock.
That'll be 10 dromoi, please.
He's so happy. Also, check out those earrings.
All right, we've arrived. Thank you for your business, eh?
Can I ask the beggar about the weather? Failing that, I can try asking the captain, but I don't think that will work. Also, will the beggar recognize this disguise? Because if so, that's pretty hilarious. Are you seriously just ferrying me over here? You totally are, aren't you? Jesus.
A few coins for a blind old beggar. Thank you, friend. Looks like nasty weather.
Oh, come on.
No, I don't think so.
What are you doing here? Unless it is important, you should be waiting for the captain at the windmill. I will inform you if that plan changes.
Waiting for the captain at the windmill, but the captain is imprisoned. That doesn't even make sense.
What now?
Looks like nasty weather.
I've been instructed not to speak to anyone but my contact.
I can see that you don't want to be disturbed. I'll go now.
Praise Osiris! Some peace at last.
Here's me thinking that wouldn't work because the dude is waiting at the windmill for him. But maybe the dude at the windmill just, you know, got a bit sick and tired and came down here to see what the holdup is. Right, what is the passphrase?
Amun! We thought you lost at sea. But now I see the truth with mine own eyes. Your ship was captured, just as mine has been, yes?
Looks like nasty weather.
I've been instructed not to speak to anyone but my contact.
Is your contact the beggar?
How were you captured?
We're returning to Egypt with a full load of silk, when my gaze fell upon this godforsaken island. We sailed close for a better look, and by the time we saw the warships, all chance of escape was lost.
Well, they'll probably be back to release you soon. I must return to my windmill. We'll talk later.
Until then, Amon.
His name is Amon. Don't worry, I've forgotten everyone else already. The Atlanteans were a seafaring... race is the wrong word, but a seafaring civilization. Building warships. Okay, let's try the beggar. I can't remember his name. Started with P.
What now?
Looks like nasty weather.
Yes. It may even rain. So you are my contact then? Were it not for these bonds, I would have been able to meet you as planned. But I have spoken to a member of my crew. He will be coming to free me later. Once I am released, I will seek you out.
I think I'm starting to pierce through the dark storm clouds of deceit. It looks like we've stumbled upon an arranged meeting between the captain and the beggar. They're using code words to communicate. I'll add the bit about it may even rain to your dialogue choices.
Good man.
I must go now.
Very well then.
Okay, we need to have a chat to the beggar. I don't know if there's any need to switch to this, but I will anyway, because that will be safest. And we need to give him the code phrase.
A few coins for a blind old beggar.
For sure.
Thank you, friend. Looks like nasty weather.
Yes, it may even rain.
Ah, good. I am glad to see that they finally let you off the ship. My name is Padros the Atlantean. Let me start by saying that I make no excuses for my people. They have no right to treat you this way. I wanted to meet with you to give you a chance to escape this prison island. There is an underground network of captives who are willing to risk their lives for a chance to return to their homelands. I have been meeting with them to organize an escape. With my knowledge of the island's inner workings, we have come up with a solid plan. We leave tomorrow, and we would like you to join us.
Firstly, you're an Atlantean? Secondly, I love the way you started that conversation by saying, "It is so glad to see." It's the literal opposite of what you can do. Unless, you know, you're faking that particular disability.
Why do you call this a prison island?
Yours is not the first ship to be captured by the Atlantean fleet. The people of Atlantis go to such lengths to ensure that their private utopia remains unspoiled by invaders or trade. But what makes it a utopia for native Atlanteans makes it a prison for their second-class citizens. No one is allowed to leave. You will never see your homeland or your family again. Nor will you be granted temple rights.
Unless we escape.
So, what's your plan?
Your skills were impressed upon me by a fellow countryman of yours, Amun, the Egyptian. He will give you the details of the plan, and you can find him at the windmill nearest to us. When he asks about the weather, tell him it is going to be a long winter.
Multiple code phrases. Okay.
So why should I trust you?
It is true. You have no reason to trust me. All I can tell you is that this may be your one and only chance to escape. If you do not take advantage of it, you may very well regret that decision for the rest of your life.
Hopefully a very short life. What do we do if we get caught? Apart from jumping out.
I don't know. It sounds pretty risky. What if we're caught?
Death will most certainly be the punishment for this crime. But even death is preferable to living as a prisoner.
Yeah, there's plenty of fates worse than death.
I'll go now.
I could be playing this series, for example. Alright. I haven't been to the temple yet. I haven't been to any other time zones yet. I feel we can just go straight back to the windmill and have that conversation and see what that opens up.
Ah, where to now, huh?
The windmill.
That will be 10 dromoi.
I'll skip it the next time or two.
Do not lose hope, huh? You are not alone. Many of the non-natives refuse to live as captives. They have formed an underground resistance group and are planning to escape the island. Last I heard, they were almost ready. They will probably contact you soon if they have not already. Hey, do not tell anyone what I have told you.
I have no idea what you just said, sir.
Here it is. Oh, hey, take care of me, huh?
They're just flat out giving me the solutions. Yeah, the beggar is just ahead of us on the right there, behind that rock.
Interesting. The beehive architecture of this windmill reflects the style used by the Mycenaeans in constructing tombs. It's quite a departure from the simple post and lintel construction they and the Minoans used for most of their architecture. Ingenious. They erected a system of these windmills, actually wind pumps, to pump water out of the island. They probably use them now to keep the water levels consistent and to replace water they lose every time they use a lock.
You're losing me, Arthur.
Wind pumps are actually a very ancient technology. The Egyptians were known to have used them, and even into the 20th century, sail-powered wind pumps could be seen irrigating the plains of Crete.
Okay, sir. Apparently it's going to be a long winter.
Still looks like nasty weather.
He's practically begging for the passcode.
Yes, it looks like it's going to be a long winter.
Ah, good. Then the beggar has convinced you to join us, Ahmed. How long has it been? 10 years? 12? It is good to see you again, old friend. Well, now you see that my ship was not lost at sea. Surely everyone must think that. But soon, I will be able to tell them the truth myself.
How did you end up here?
In the same manner as you. My ship was captured while on a trading voyage. They brought me back here and haven't allowed me to set foot on a ship since. I had no choice but to find work on the island. Me, a man of the sea, forced to take work as a windmill keeper. Oh, but none of that matters now.
I think there are worse fates, honestly. You could be dead.
Who is the beggar?
He goes by the name Padros. He is an outcast Atlantean Templar. Many years ago, while only an initiate, he was blinded and expelled from the Order simply because he expressed disagreement with their holding of the Galeth's powers. His harsh punishment was a message to other initiates who felt as he did. Do not worry that Padros is an Atlantean. He is a good man who believes in our cause.
Okay, so he's legitimately blind. Oh, God. He mentioned a power, though. And I've got to be honest, I missed that because this game doesn't have subtitles. What are all these words? He was a former Templar, other initiates, Gaelith?
What's the Gaelith?
The Gaelith is the Atlanteans' most important religious artifact. They foolishly believe it has life-giving powers. So strong is their belief that they keep it hidden from covetous eyes within the inner temple. It is always protected by a guardian Templar.
Would another word for Gaelith be legacy, perhaps?
What's a Templar?
I have never forsaken our beliefs for their religious nonsense, but I do know that the Templars are to the Atlanteans as the High Priests are to us.
The High Priests of what? I just see Templars as armed soldiers. Armed religious soldiers.
There were other initiates who agreed with Padros?
Yes, his best friend Saros finished Templar training and passed the rite of initiation, even though he secretly agreed with Padros. They have not spoken since.
So, what's the escape plan?
The plan is to escape the island while everyone is celebrating the Caras Calera. But what's more, Padros and I have uncovered a secret passage to the inner temple. Tomorrow, I will escort Padros through the passage to rescue his old friend Saros and escape with the Gaelith. After, we will meet at the outer docks, board 3 ships, and sail away undetected.
Oh my god. There's so much stuff. You're going to be terribly disappointed because we need to steal that thing very clearly.
What is the final rite of initiation?
More nonsense. They say the initiates must commune with the Gaelith and ask its blessing to become a guardian Templar. Supposedly, if they are worthy, the Gaelith grants them eternal life.
Yeah, bullshit.
There's an inner temple? Well, where is it and what's your secret passage?
It's right below us.
The inner temple lies below the main temple at the bottom of the bay. Always seawater pours down into the inner temple, powering a clockwork device. That water drains out through a pipe that passes beneath this windmill. I've broken into the pipe, and it's large enough to crawl through.
Why is the plan set for tomorrow?
Because forever water flows through the pipe, except during the Caras Calera. They claim the stream is redirected by their Earth Mother. Something about the lifting the Gaelith in a column of water. Whatever the reason, the channel runs dry for just 1 hour on that day.
You sound very skeptical about these religious beliefs, sir.
What do you mean, rescue Saros?
The sword falls swiftly upon Templars who seek to abandon the Order. Even straying from the grounds is not permitted. Now we've gotten word of our plan to Guardian Templar Saros. He has agreed to allow Padros access to the Gaelith in return for helping him escape the watchful eyes of his brethren.
So, what do you want of me?
We request only that you pilot one of the escape ships.
What's that?
So, what do you want of me?
We request only that you pilot one of the escape ships.
Pilots. Yeah, once again, I think you're going to be terribly disappointed. What is that? Callus Kyrie? Cowrie. You've said it about 3 times now and the pronunciation is throwing me. This is a celebration of some sort.
What is the Kalos Kalire?
Kalire.
I do not know much about it, only that it is a rare event. I would suggest you ask the olive oil vendor. She is always willing to spread the tainted seed of their foolish beliefs.
Damn.
I'll speak to you later, my friend.
Please. I must go up to fix the windmill, but you are welcome to stay if you like.
Unless you walk away now, which you are, I don't know what we've actually gained from that, other than a lot of knowledge, which we won't actually use. Okay, we can move forward now. There's still nothing on this side, but we can move forward past where he was standing. Is there a trapdoor on our right? What did I see? Okay. We've been this way, surely. I assume the exit is in this very room. But unless it's got something to do with the lever that we were pushing up there earlier, I don't know where the trapdoor is or how to access this. Unless perhaps it's below that rug. You know, that rug that Arthur wouldn't shut up about. Speaking of which, he's got a hint. I'm determined not to click it. I'm guessing I need to attach a rope or something here. Maybe it's this. These two hooks on the ground. No, there's another hook directly ahead of me at my feet. None of these hooks look like they might be hiding a trapdoor. Look at that, that's got to be something, surely. Maybe that's the trapdoor there.
Careful. I don't want you ending up in some back alley Atlantean chiropractor's office. I hear therapy involves a rack and 2 bulls.
I don't get that. Can I lift that up with this? Do I have to attach it over here? Maybe to that hook there? There we go. I've still not asked the ferryman to take me to the temple, and what I might do very quickly... Yeah, I'm doing it like that because I've got a very limited amount of space to use here. What I might do is load my game very quickly and just see if we can actually go to the temple, because I suspect that we're not going to be able to get there. Let me just teleport over to the ferryman very quickly. Can we go to the temple?
The temple.
That will be 10 dromoi.
We can.
Here it is. Take care now.
You can't change your chameleon guys directly in front of someone.
Oh, okay. So, in the interest of trying to preserve this playthrough, what I'll do is I'll load my game. Can I get past this trapdoor? I cannot. Can I put it back down? I cannot? Are you going to make me come back this way? Okay, that was bizarre. I don't know why that was enough to get it to drop. What I'll do is I'll go back to the temple as the captain. I'll meet you there in a sec.
Goodbye.
Or not, because I've just seen something else now.
Ah, so where shall I take you now, huh?
Who the hell is the oil vendor? Let's go to the temple.
The temple.
That will be 10 dramoy, please.
I won't skip it this time, just in case he's got dialogue.
You know, in Nubia, we lived on the Great Nile, and we had a saying. The river floods so that life may begin anew. Because sometimes life has a plan all its own, and there's nothing you can do. So you might as well make the best of it. Besides, life is not so bad here. Most of the people are friendly. I have a roof over my head and food on the table. The resistance offered me a chance to leave. I decided to stay. No, this is my home now.
That's a very pragmatic way of looking at it, I guess.
Okay, then now. Be careful getting out of the boat.
Okay, I'm here. The whole reason I've come back here is because I was afraid that going down the trapdoor might be crit path. And based on what I've seen, if we were to jump out and jump back in, we won't get back up to the top of the windmill there. So that's why I sort of had cold feet. That's why I did that load, and that's why I've come back here. My indecisiveness strikes again. What is that?
The double axe was the holiest symbol to the Minoans. Religious axes were used by priests to kill sacrificial bulls for their beloved earth goddess.
Charming.
No second-class citizens in the temple.
I feel like both of these questions are very, very inappropriate to ask.
Gage, you like movies about gladiators?
No.
So why aren't second-class citizens allowed in?
By decree of the Templars.
Who is allowed into the temple?
Only native Atlantean citizens making deliveries or possessing a gold temple medallion may enter.
We need a medallion.
What kind of things get delivered to the temple?
Anything the Templars have need of. Today, deliveries are expected from the olive oil and potter shops.
Okay, we just saw something about an oil vendor there.
What medallion?
A gold medallion bearing the seal of the temple. How do you expect to gain entry without one?
Gage, you like movies about gladiators?
Didn't mean to click that.
This guard is protecting a lock. Sort of a water elevator for boats, so they can get from one level of the canals to the next. It looks like we need to use this one to get up to the reservoir around the temple. Well, then it would seem that I'm not going to the temple.
Good day.
Nice outfit.
You can't change your chameleon guise directly in front of someone.
I imagine there's no point asking him any questions in any of these other disguises because that's going to lead us nowhere. Okay, the oil vendor.
Oh, so where are we off to this time?
I imagine the ore vendor appeared after we spoke to the Windmill keeper, and the posser has now appeared because we've spoken to the guard. Holy crap.
The olive oil vendor's shop.
That'll be 10 dramoy.
I'm getting ripped off here.
You are probably wondering, where is everybody? Let me tell you, they are all at the festival. Oh, such a celebration you never did see. I call it the end of the world party. Because the way they carry on, oh boy, you would think that there will be no more tomorrow. I think it's in honor of the Earth Mother. But I don't know much about their religion. Since you're not a native Atlantean, I am sure that the olive oil vendor would be happy to tell you all about it.
Do they worship aliens, brah?
Here we are. Oh, watch your step now, huh?
I'll be fine. Yeah, I'm completely disorientated now, although that might be the temple entrance there. I've got no idea where the windmill is.
Those are black olives basking in the sun. Mediterranean cultures like the Minoans were able to cultivate their rocky fields to grow olive trees, creating a lucrative olive oil trade. From the amount here, I'd say that olives were one of the chief exports of Atlantis.
Well, there's me olive oil.
But I can't pick it up, presumably because I don't have a container to carry it. I can't pick up the olives either, which is curious.
Those vases have some sort of imprint on the front. They could represent the contents or who they belong to.
The double axe. The Minoans. Not sure what the significance is that I can zoom in on that. Maybe I can do something with it later?
Oh, forgive me. I wasn't expecting any customers today. I just assumed everybody would be at the festival or preparing for the Kalos Kalir. It is easy to forget that not everyone on the island shares our beliefs.
Not out of choice.
So, what happens at the festival?
The festival is a 5-day celebration ending with the Kalos Kalir. It only happens twice in a lifetime, so everybody participates. There is always much food and wine, beautiful music, dancing, and entertainment of all kinds. It's really quite a party. But still, the thought that we would be better served by a more reverent observance lingers in my mind.
Like, aliens?
If you don't mind my asking, what is the Kalos Kalire?
Well, I suppose I can tell you a little bit about the Great Battle. You see, it is our belief that the Earth Mother's children await to possess her healing powers as their birthright. Tomorrow, when she reveals the source of her powers, the Galeth, they will lock together in a battle of greed that could destroy themselves and their mother altogether. This battle is called the Kalos Kalir.
A festival and a battle.
The Earth Mother's children?
The sun and the moon. Each is so certain that the Galeth belongs to himself alone that they jealously chase each other through the sky day and night, but they only come together once in a great many years.
That was the eclipse that we saw at the very start of the game. Got us.
Where will the Earth Mother reveal the Galeth?
In the temple, it will flow up out of the earth on a column of water, and as the water flows over the Galeth, it will become imbued with healing powers and refill the reservoir. At least, that is how the Templars have told us it happens. They're the only ones allowed to witness the miracle.
We need to interrupt the miracle very clearly.
Who are the Templars?
They are the priests. Some say the Earth Mother gave them the secret of eternal life. But who would know? They almost never leave the temple. Only once have I ever seen one of them.
Does the healing water really work?
Oh, yes. But non-natives are not allowed in the temple.
Funny that.
How does the battle end?
If the battle ends peacefully, the Earth Mother retains the Galeth, and the people of Atlantis enjoy many more years of life and good health. If not, the Earth Mother perishes, and Atlantis along with her. But we have been here longer than anyone can remember, and we have seen many Kalos Kalirs.
You'll get one more.
Why do you celebrate the Kalos Kalire?
Oh, there are many reasons, really. But most see the Kalos Kalir as an excuse to live life to its fullest before the end comes.
Once again, very pragmatic. Spoken to you a lot here. We've learned a lot of dank lore, but I don't know if that's going to be of any use to us whatsoever. Other than the legacy, Galeth, is going to reveal itself in a column of water.
Gage, ask if she might be interested in a Pisces with a rippling disembody and a very sexy voice. Oh, like you would have a chance, Gage.
Arthur, it's 2024. Behave yourself.
Well, I should leave you to your work.
Earth Mother's blessings.
I don't think we can do anything here either. But that vase behind us is curious. I can't move forward. I can't grab anything here, but I can zoom in on this. And that makes me think there's something that I can do here. I mean, Arthur's thing is lighting up. So there's got to be something I can do here later, perhaps. Is this the same place as the Potter? I imagine so. Yeah. Both of those options back at the ferryman would have taken us to the same place.
Minoan artists were renowned in their day for their unique skill. They rejected the notion of rigid geometry in their work, creating beautiful art pieces that emphasized natural scenes. Minoan women enjoyed many privileges that were not extended in other civilizations of this time period. Adult women of Minoa were known to be endowed with wealth, title, and huge tracts of land.
Everything we've heard about the Atlanteans makes them sound like pieces of shit, except for that.
Normally, Gage, I would tell you not to touch anything while you're in a store. But you're older now. Go ahead, play with the machine.
What is that, some sort of press?
That's Mr. Atlantean 1281 BC. Still looking good, champ.
Shut the hell up, Arthur. I can't move forward here.
The shop is for paying customers only.
Harsh. Okay, let's touch this.
Yes, Mike, it's Amazing Discoveries, and this week we're showing you the amazing Play-Doh pasta press. It twists, it squeezes. Order now and you can make a spinach pasta, an artichoke pasta, or how about a nice linguine terracotta?
Once again, no comments. For whatever reason, that looks disturbing as hell. I can't pick up anything there. What is this? Raw clay. Game, please. Raw clay, composed of water and a mixture of common elements. This lump of clay can be easily sculpted and shaped. Ah, okay. Hang on. I mean, the objects are right next to each other, but I assume what we can do is we can put the clay in the pot here, and that'll give us something which looks like a medallion, perhaps. Surely this is something. Is it something? You bet. Okay, we have the imprints of a medal. Raw clay with seal. Composed of water and a mixture of common elements, this lump of clay has a symbol pressed onto it. We need to turn that into a medallion somehow. Well, it's good to see that we've used that. I don't know if we have anything to do with her. Paying customers only, huh? Can you put on a faux lady's voice, Arthur?
My, he has a big pot. This must be the craftsman responsible for all those monstrous pithoi around the city.
And on the boat.
Tira, have you already finished making the olive oil? Oh, I envy you. I still have a dozen pots left in the kiln. They will not be ready for at least 3 hours. Meanwhile, I am stuck here with nothing to do but to wait and watch.
No.
Stuck here? Is there somewhere that you need to go?
That is not funny. You know how I've been looking forward to the festival, and tomorrow is the last day.
Okay, I can take a hint. Go ahead, I'll watch the M4A.
Truly? Oh, thank you, Tira. Remember to turn them so that they do not crack.
That green screen effect. Okay, we can move forward there, we can move forward there. How do we turn the pots? Can I follow you? I can.
Looks like the potter already left with his own boat to the festival.
Okay, good. That is a dead end. For a moment there, I was very worried. Okay, the pot has been turned. I can do everything else guilt-free. What have we here? We have a pitcher. A simple container capable of holding a measured volume of fluid. The pitcher is currently empty. You have no idea how hard that was to read, chat. The flicker is so weird. Hell, everything about this game's functionality is so weird. I don't see anything else on this table that we can interact with. Okay, I think I know what we're using the pitcher for. What about this?
That oven looks interesting. Go poke your head inside and see if anything's cooking.
I'll open it.
That smells like breakfast.
Will I burst into flames if I go inside there? No. Jesus. It's suspicious that there's a space here. Could I use clay on that perhaps? Yes. Does that do anything? Not yes. Also, somewhere I picked up a bowl. I picked it up along with the pitcher, didn't I? A simple container, yeah, that's exactly the same, except that it says the bowl is currently empty. What can I do with this? I can place it here, so that has to be something. I assume there's more that I need to do though. Okay, so the other thought that I've had, let's switch to the potter. The chonky boy, as I'd like to call him. And we'll have a chat to the lady whose name I have forgotten. Once again, I wish this game had subtitles. It possibly has subtitles, but I can't switch them on because I'm playing on Windows 11 and the game barely functions. Can I grab myself some olives? No. Can I grab some oil? Absolutely. Maybe that is the delivery that we need to make. Something, volume of fluid. The picture is currently holding olive oil. Cool. What about the bowl? Ooh. Okay, that is also holding oil. Do we get anything unique here? Because they appear to have some sort of relationship.
What are you doing here? I thought you wanted to go to the festival. How do you expect to find the time if you do not finish your work?
We just got shot down. Again. No.
Are you busy?
Look around. All these amphorae must be filled before tomorrow.
Okay, I'll just go back to my shop then.
Maybe I can help you a little later, Teros.
His name is Teros. I see that area behind her and I do wonder maybe if we can get rid of her somehow.
You can't change your chameleon guys directly in front of someone.
But I don't see anything useful here. Unless maybe we order her out of here perhaps?
Well, good morning. I'm surprised to see an Atlantean who is not at the festival. Well, my brother and I aren't, only because we have too much work to do before the Kalos Kalir celebration tomorrow.
I apologize for what I said earlier. I didn't realize you were siblings.
Might I know your brother?
Perhaps. He is Telos, the potter next door. I must warn you, he is grumpy because he has too much work to go to the festival. I think sometimes he forgets that sacrifice is the purest form of homage.
So why is everyone making such a fuss about the Kalos Kalire?
Oh, we shouldn't ask that.
Shame on you. You were born here, you know its significance.
Yeah, she's sus. Of
Busy,
us.
eh? What could be so important that it can't be put off?
I have got to fill all these amphorae before the celebration, and then we must deliver them. It takes 2 of us to lift one. But, of course, it is only a small measure of my devotion. The Earth Mother's blessings can never be repaid.
Alright, we're getting nowhere here.
Where are you delivering them to?
Some will go to residences and some will go to the temple, but most we will bring to the Colosseum. If you look closely, you will see they are stamped with the seals of their owners, so we know where to deliver them to.
Well, I should leave you to your work.
Earth Mother's blessings.
I sincerely hope that the next time I speak to the ferryman, we do not have a Colosseum option. That would be the absolute worst, I think. Okay. Can I do anything with the oil on this wax thingamajig, perhaps? I say wax, but it's clay, but I assume we're turning it into a wax seal or a medallion of some sort. Right now, though, I don't see how. Gage, move forward, please. Is this something on the right? It is.
If I knew you were coming, I would bake a cake and learn to sing. Stop me, Gage.
Nothing new there. Arthur, shut the hell up. Can I do anything with this? No, and... no. So there's clearly another item that I need to use here to convert this into a proper medallion. And that lever outside turns it, and maybe fires it, cooks it, does something. But at the moment, it's not working. Okay. My only other thought at this time is let's go back to the ferryman, see what our options are. I'll go to the temple. Maybe I can speak to the dude at the entrance, the guard at the entrance, and show him my picture of oil. If that doesn't lead anywhere, then I could maybe go back to the windmill and check out that secret passage. If that doesn't lead to anywhere productive, then I need to start checking out the other time zones. I am kind of surprised that I've made this much progress in a single time zone though. I would have thought I would have been to many other time zones by now.
What is your destination, huh?
Okay, good, no Colosseum.
The temple.
I can take you there for 10 drachmae.
Dang, he's charging a guard. How much money did the captain actually give us? It's kind of incredible.
Okay, this is it. Hey, have a good day now.
Sorry, Gage. You can't approach someone with their guise.
The captain disguise worked earlier, so let's try it. That does nothing. Become bearing oil.
No second-class citizens in the temple.
Hello.
Well, then it would seem that I'm not going to the temple.
Good day.
I'm pushing Control S and nothing's happening until now. Okay. I can't imagine this ending well.
No second-class citizens in the temple. This medallion is made out of clay. Do you take me for a fool? Tomorrow was not the Kalos Kalire. I would have you arrested for this sacrilege.
He is not happy. I was not expecting to lose the item though. That's quite shocking. And yeah, that's not a fail state because we can always go back to the posses and grab a new clay block out of that weird bucket. And then create a new seal. Alright.
Oh, sorry. I'm waiting for someone. Please find another ferry.
What? Take me to where I need to go, please.
Oh, so where are we off to this time?
Take me to the Windmill. Yeah, the posse is in exactly the same place as the ore vendor, surely. Unless maybe it takes me to the potter's back door.
The Windmill.
That'll be 10 dramois.
I'm impressed by how many animations they did of this guy taking the coin. He's having fun.
All right, we've arrived. Thank you for your business, eh?
Okay, let's check out this trapdoor. Hopefully it's not just a one room and I could have gone there ages ago and I completely ignored it and I haven't progressed because I didn't go in here. We'll find out in just a moment. Gage, move forward. Thank you. He moves forward when I don't want him to move forward and then he doesn't move forward when I want him to move forward. Did I get that right? I'll check it in post. Can I attach that here or do I need to rotate it first? No, we're good. Down we go.
Look at that raging current. Too bad Dutton didn't give you the salmon jumpsuit.
Okay, we're not going down there. Unless... hang on. Hang on. No, that doesn't work because it's connected, you fool. I don't think we're going down there yet. We need to lower the water level first, and I assume we need to get into the temple to lower the water level. Which means that unless I've missed something in the posse's place, I think we're done here for now. Yeah, this is what the Windmill Keeper was saying. There's going to be 1 hour where the water level is lowered, and that's going to be the escape route that they use. I think I'm done with this particular time zone for now. I don't recall seeing anything else at the potter's place that we could have done to fashion this piece of clay into a medal. So with that in mind, I'll take a quick break from recording, I think, because it's very late at the moment, and I'll check out another time zone.